The playoffs are finally here. A wild series of 2 games yesterday between the Braves and the Mets deciding the NL playoff picture. And so today, it is time for the official Sentry Baseball playoff predictions. Couple things to note. My preseason predictions was that the Orioles would beat the Braves. Now that is still possible, okay. Shockingly, the Braves somehow snuck in. They're not even the last seed. The Orioles faltering a little bit. We'll get into all of that as we go through the bracket. Make sure you guys use code Sentry17 on SeatGeek. Grab yourself $20 off any of your first purchases on the app. If you want to go see the MLB playoffs, yeah, $20 off. Concerts, football, basketball, hockey's coming up. All the sports are really kind of in full swing right now. Use code Sentry17 and grab yourself $20 off. I might be in my flu game today, but let's go ahead and let's get into it. Right after I let you guys know about the Sentry Baseball merchandise. These are just a couple of the drops that are on the Sentry Baseball store. One of my personal favorites, the one that I probably wear the most frequently, is this one. It's all really nice quality. The store is loaded with all kinds of products, and there's even a special Sentry Baseball Playoffs Edition limited series. It'll be up for the month of October, and anyone who buys is entered to win a huge prize package at the end of the postseason with a sponsor. I can't disclose that kind of information because the deal's not done. It involves memorabilia. It involves a couple of really cool t-shirts. Let's just say you'll be getting your money's worth. So make sure you guys are going and grabbing yourself some Sentry Baseball merchandise. It's always linked in the description. You can even just click the images below. Now, let's get in the video. Welcome on in to the bracket. It is set. We can go over seeding here just a little bit real quick. The Yankees have the 1 seed. The Guardians are in the 2. Those teams both have byes in the American League. Astros get the 3 seed. They do have to play the wild card round. 4, 5, and 6, it's Orioles, it's Tigers, and it's Royals. So your 2 wild card series match up like this. The winner of Orioles and Tigers will play the Yankees, and the winner of Astros Royals will play the Guardians. We'll start there in the American League. First game, Orioles-Tigers. This one could go either way. The Tigers are hot, the Orioles are not. That's kind of the long and the short of it. The Tigers have the Triple Crown Cy Young Award winner in Skubal. Orioles have Corbin Burns, who's really good. Not as good as Skubal. I think whoever wins game 1 wins the series. I think overall it's going to be the Orioles. Tigers don't really have the experience. I like the Orioles in this one. I really want to see Adley come out hot, though. He's really been struggling. I'll take the Orioles to pass on. Let's move down a little bit here. Astros and Royals. We're probably looking at Framber Valdez versus Cole Reagans in the first game. I think the Royals can do it. I think if they do, we'll probably see some real changes in Houston for sure. However, I don't love the lineup length. I know Tommy Pham is there, and he's just kind of a playoff dog. We've never seen Bobby in the playoffs. We've never seen these young guys in the playoffs. I think the only pick is the Astros. I love the Royals. I love Bobby. I love what they're about. It just doesn't seem like it can really happen to me. Not against the Astros. Too much experience there. It's like Altuve's about to start his 100th-something game in the postseason. I think we can stay AL here. So the Yankees and the Orioles, 1 versus 4, kind of a matchup we kind of saw coming. Now this is one where it could go either way. I know it's 1 versus 4. I know the Yankees were a little bit better. A couple teams who kind of just stumbled into the playoffs a little bit. Neither team was great the second half of the season. That was kind of the story of a lot of teams, though. The Orioles don't seem to be the same this year. Like, they don't really have the same thump they did last year. Even though their roster's probably better, they don't have that thump. I don't know what it is. Adley not really being himself is probably the biggest part of it. The Yankees have something, man. They've got so much pitching depth that it doesn't even make sense. Like, there are people complain about not having depth. They can kick any of, 2 starters to the bullpen, and they'll be fine. For that reason, I think the Yankees got to go. Astros Guardians, who's going to the ALCS? I've said it the whole year. I don't believe in the Guardians' starting rotation ability, especially in the playoffs. And that pretty much tells me all I need to know. They've got Naylor, they've got Ramirez, Kwan, if you want to say that. Astros season starts in the ALCS. Once again, Yankees-Astros, how about it? I think we just finish out the AL here. Who's going to the World Series? Yankees or the Astros? Astros have had the Yankees number time after time. We know that. This one's going 7 to me. I know that the Astros had to sweep the last time these 2 teams played in the ALCS. Yankees seems a little bit different. They've got something different this year. I think Austin Wells very easily could take this series over. I know it's a weird one to put out there for names-wise. That's kind of the difference. Positionally, it's kind of a wash in a lot of places. I think the Yankees pitching is better. I really do. And I'm going to go out on a whim. I'm going to take the Yankees to go. By the way, none of this was preconceived before I started recording this. I'm just kind of going with what my gut feels. And 28 might be in the cards. Yankees are your first World Series team. Let's move ahead. Let's go to the NL. Seeding-wise, the Dodgers have the 1 seed. They finished 3 games better than the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies were 95 and 67. They're in the 2. Brewers are in the 3. They will have to play the wild card series. 4, 5, and 6, it's the Padres, the Braves, and the Mets. So our first game is Padres and Braves. The winner of that will play the Dodgers. If the Padres don't win this series, then we got problems. They're at home. It's a weak Braves team. Is Sale going to be healthy? I mean, this series starts when you're watching this today, for me tomorrow. Like, is Sale going to be healthy enough? He's got the back spasms going on. It's Padres. It has to be Padres. Like, this is the best Padres team that there's been in a while. That's weird because they don't have Soto, but it's the best Padres team we've had in a long time. Definitely of this regime. It's got to be their year to get past the wild card. I know they did. They made it to the NLCS a couple years ago. But, like, to get over the Braves is what I'm saying. Brewers Mets, to me, this is a coin toss. I don't love the Brewers roster. I know they got a couple guys who are dogs. Willie Adames. We'll see how he is in the playoffs. I don't think he's notoriously great. Rhys Hoskins, playoff demon. Love that guy. But this year, his year is a lot different than what it has been in the past. He'll have a big homer at some point in the postseason. That's just kind of what he does. The Mets got the weird magic. Pitching wins you playoff series, especially ones like this. And who has more? Like, the Mets have got 3 starters who are hot right now. I think it's the Brewers. It's the Brewers. Oh, I don't know, dude. You could go either way. I'm not going to argue with you, but I think I got to go Brewers. So the NLDS, Dodgers, Padres, Brewers, Phillies. So the 1 through 4s are in. Bottom seeds, knocked out. You're out. Dodgers, Padres. In my September predictions, I had the Dodgers winning the World Series. I don't know, man. This Padres team, this feels like one of those situations again. Padres have them on the ropes. It's probably cliche to pick it, but I don't know, man. I think the Padres might have it again. I'm going to take the Padres over the Dodgers. It feels like it's the perfect team to beat them. Snakes are out. That would have been an even more perfect team to beat the Dodgers. But still, it's that in-division kryptonite probably going to come back again. Then Brewers, Phillies. I just think the Phillies are so much better. I know it's cocky. I'm a Phillies fan, whatever. You look at the rosters. You look at what happened in the season. The Phillies are a better team. It's just what it is. But that doesn't really matter in the playoffs. We know that. The Phillies are a playoff team. I don't think the Brewers are, like, built for the playoffs. That's what I'm trying to say. I think the Phillies have it. I think they do. I think they've got another run in them. Rematch of the 2022 NLCS. Phillies Padres, except this time the seeding's a little bit reversed. Padres were the higher seed last time. Who would win? Phillies had the head-to-head in the regular season. They did. It's another one of those where I'm not going to argue either way. It's 2 teams that kind of are similarly built in a way. Phillies should win this series. I think that's what I'm trying to get to. You look at what happened to them last year. It's going to be, if the bats go cold, then they're going to be out. It should be the Phillies. It should be. Rematch of 2009, Yankees and Phillies, and what's going to happen? Position by position, if you want to go that way. I don't really, because I think the Yankees have 28. I think 28's in the cards. I don't know what it is. I think people undervalue this Yankees team because people complain about it in the Bronx. It's a good baseball team. It's a great baseball team, and I think they could beat anyone in the playoffs. I think people are sleeping on them a little bit. Yankees over Phillies. That's my World Series pick. MVP goes to... I'm going to go with Jazz. Jazz kills the Phillies, dude. Thank you for watching. I've got the Yankees winning the World Series. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Have a great day. Enjoy the baseball. I know I say it every week, especially now. Enjoy the baseball. You don't have a lot of it left. God bless. See you in the next one.